Hello, beautiful people. I am so excited to be back with you. Another vlog or instructions or however you want to call it. I'm so excited to be back with you. I told you guys I was going to try to do a little bit more. And so I'm here to talk to you guys about, are you ready to be in a relationship? 5 important ways to know. Okay, this is not the only list, this is not the only 5 things for you to know, but I think these 5 things are really important for you to know that you're headed in the right direction and if you're ready for a relationship, whether you're a man or you are a woman. These are some things that you know and that you do pretty well. And if you realize that you don't do these things pretty well, I would suggest that you start practicing, go take a class, all those things to help you with these things so you can develop these skills that will help you navigate through a relationship. Relationships are extremely important, and it's best to be as equipped as possible. You will not always be totally equipped. It's just not going to happen. I don't care what nobody tells you. You're not going to know what you really need to do until you actually get into a relationship, because you have to figure out the person ways and the way that they think, um, that you're in a relationship with. So let's get right to it. All right, y'all. I'm trying to figure out a way where to put myself in on this slide, but hey, listen. I wasn't able to figure it out. I figured let's start at the beginning. Okay, so are you ready to be in a relationship? 5 important ways to know. The first thing I would say to you that's extremely important, right? I know because I was once married. Giving and serving. If you have a problem with giving, and I'm not talking about money, okay? So let me deal with this money thing. Number one, there's nothing wrong with giving money and gifts and all those type of things because it depends on your partner love language. But I'm telling you right now, at the beginning stages, you need to see how well the person is willing to serve you. How well is the person willing to give to you? And they do not have to have money to do that. They can give their time. They can be accountable to you. They can ask you, how is it that I can help you? How can I be a blessing to you? Do not let them gaslight you and make you think that those are things that is hard to ask. No, the reason why they're not asking those things is because they don't want to do it. They're not interested in serving you. They're only interested in you serving them. Be smart. If you are that kind of person, you're not a giver, you don't like to serve, then you are not ready to be in a relationship. You call that selfish. And until you're no longer selfish, right, then you need to want to pursue a relationship. But you need to ask your friends and the people that sincerely love you, do you see me as a giving person? Do you see me as a person that serves? Do not be in denial about where you are, because the reason when you do that, not only do you draw somebody else into your life now that will suffer the consequences of you not being honest with yourself. They would have to experience someone that is selfish, and living with a selfish person, I'm telling you, I've done it. It is not a good thing. You listen, you can selfishness will kill a relationship every time. And if somebody stays into it, they're not happy. Let me tell you that right now. Okay, let's go to the next one. Being considerate. If you are not considerate, you are not courteous. What do I mean by considerate? You go to the store, you get yourself something to eat. You don't call and say, hey, would you like me to pick something up for you? Be considerate. If you see that your spouse or your partner or anybody that's done something for you, even just friends, be considerate. If they did this, think about how you can be a blessing to them, right? Be considerate of the other person. Just don't go do what you want to do because that's what you want to do. That's not how relationships work. Be considerate. Don't go all day and don't talk to the person. Don't use any excuses for you not to talk to somebody that you don't have talked to anyway. So come on, let's be honest. Be considerate of the other person. If you have issues with consideration, then you are not ready for a relationship. Bottom line. These are the ABCs of the ABCs of relationship, and you will be surprised that most people don't have them. Listening skills. Learn how to listen without trying to find something else wrong with what the person is saying. Learn how to listen so you can hear their heart. Now that's only if you really care about them. If you care about you going into a relationship, if you're in a relationship and the person could care less about the way that you are feeling, could care less about what's bothering you. The only thing they want to do is listen so they can have some type of reaction to it. It doesn't mean that they don't love you, but it means that they do not know how to communicate. You need to find someone that has listening skills and you have them. This is how you will know if you're ready for a relationship. If you have good listening skills. If you're the kind of person that I just described, every time you don't listen to hear, so you can address the issue. You listen so you can react and find something else going on. Develop your listening skills. Okay, empathy. When you're listening, have empathy. Put yourself in somebody else's shoes. That's all what it's saying. Have empathy. If you don't have empathy for others, you're not ready for a relationship. Set boundaries. If you, what do I mean? When you're in a relationship, you don't get to railroad the person that you're with. You don't get to overtalk the person that you're with. You don't get to just think you can do whatever you want to do and try to use the Bible to do it, because that's witchcraft. The person that you're going to be in a relationship is another person, is another human that God created, and you don't get to run over their lives. You don't get to dictate how they live. No, you get to be the example. Set boundaries with your partner. You don't get to cross over this line because we're in a relationship. You don't get to cross over this line. You don't get to disrespect me. You don't. You have to set some boundaries. If you know how to set healthy boundaries, you're ready. If you know how to have empathy, you're ready. If you know how to have, if you got good listening skills, you're ready. If you're considerate and courteous, you're ready. If you're a giver and you like to serve, you're ready. These are 5 important ways to know that you are ready to be in a relationship. Okay? If you don't have at least these 5, you might want to develop yourself a little bit more before going into a relationship, because all issues falls under these things here. If you ask any someone that's in a relationship that's going anywhere, I guarantee you, they will tell you that part of the issues is the fact that the person don't properly communicate. They don't listen. They don't give. They just sitting back and letting me do it. Everything falls on. They go over their boundaries. They don't want to be accountable to you. They don't want to listen. If you talk to anybody, these are some issues. These are the main issues that most people have in relationships. So I am telling you, go ask your friends. If you're not in a relationship yet, go ask your friends. If you're in a relationship and these things are going wrong, go to counseling. And go to counseling that's somebody that wants to be in a relationship with you, and that you don't have time for somebody to just gonna sit there and let you do all you're gonna do for them, and then they just sit there like a deer in headlights. No, they can ask you what they can do, and when they don't want to. You ain't gotta analyze that. You ain't gotta make nothing deep about it. See it for what it is and move on. You ain't gotta be mad about it. So I want to come on and bring these 5 things, talk to you about these 5 things, so you can have some understanding about where you are, right? And even you can use these things to even measure the other person. Do they have these things as well? If they don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, okay? Unless you want to become a teacher in a relationship. I mean, if you want to become a coach in a relationship, I know I'm not interested in doing that. So, and if you don't have these things, go to counseling, get a coach to help you develop these skills so you can be the best partner that you can be. So, guys, hey, I hope you have enjoyed this. I have. I appreciate you all for stopping by and being a part of the video. Y'all, we are almost at 500 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button. Come on now, just don't y'all just come on over here and disrespect me and look at the videos and y'all don't even subscribe. That ain't right. That's not right. Anyway, y'all, I love y'all. Hopefully, you're loving the content. Leave a comment. please, in the comment section so we can engage. I love engaging with you guys. And so, God, once I get to 500 subscribers, I'll have a Patreon where I will only have exclusive information there, and you will be able to join there if you want to as well. But anyway, see y'all next time. All right. Bye.